Today I wanted to do a bit of a different video. As you can see here, I've got a tablet here up on the piano, and this is actually going to be, I believe, the last video that I'm doing at my old home here in California. I grew up here, I spent many hours practicing the piano in this roughly this exact same spot, and today I'm going to be doing my last video here at the home because we're moving this piano today to my recording studio in Tennessee, and I'm actually waiting for the piano delivery guy. His name is Daniel Lewis. I've worked with him before. He's an amazing piano mover, and I'm going to be having a video about 10 things to know about having your piano moved, and it's also going to feature some video footage of him moving this piano at the end. So if that sounds interesting, after you watch this, you might want to go check out that video as well, because you might think it's kind of cool. It might be boring to some people, but maybe you might find it interesting too. If you're having a piano moved, you should check out that video. It's got lots of interesting information. But today I wanted to talk about a little interesting situation that I came across because I came across the opportunity to go down to a longtime friend in Los Angeles whose name is Benjamin Kim. He runs a piano store down there, and he has probably one of the greatest selection of concert grands in possibly the country. He's got really rare ones like Grotrian and C. Beckstein and Blutner and Mason and Hamlin. And he offered to have me come down to his store and do videos for a second time. I've been there once, and he said I could come down and do videos again at his store. So I wanted to have a pretty wide repertoire of music to play. Many people say, hey, play all of Clair de Lune in your videos, play more of this and that. So I really wanted to be able to play a lot of music when I'm at the shop to really demonstrate these awesome pianos. But I looked around in the vehicle and I realized that I had actually left some of my music in Tennessee, and I'm in California, so I can't get it anymore. So instead of running out to a music store and paying a whole bunch of money for some sheet music that would get lost again, I decided to instead go to Walmart and buy this tablet. This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A. It's the 10.1 inch screen version, and for $139, it's actually not bad. I think it normally goes for a bit more, but I just happened upon it when it was on sale, which is kind of nice. And so for $139, it's really not that bad of a tablet. It's not any kind of a flagship deal or anything, but it's not bad, to be honest with you. And it comes with a surprisingly low amount of like useless bloatware software. The only thing on here, I mean, there's a few things I'm not going to use like ever, but one of them, the one thing I'm sure I'm not going to use ever is Samsung Kids. I'm not going to use that. I want to uninstall it, but I don't know if I can. But anyway, regardless, other than that, it's actually a pretty good tablet and haven't run into any issues with it. So what I did was I spent a few minutes in Walmart. I used their Wi-Fi, and I downloaded a sheet music app as well as a few PDFs from IMSLP. That place is awesome. And so I got some sheet music, and I'm using it on this tablet. So I just wanted to do a little video here demonstrating this app as well as the tablet and just telling you guys about this because I think it's kind of cool. I've seen some other people using tablets for their sheet music, and I ran across a guy at NAMM who had like a whole bunch of music in his thing, and we sat down at this piano and he was playing some music and I was playing some music. It was fun. I didn't film any of it, sadly, but it was really fun. And I think that was at the Siler booth. No, not Siler. What's that other one? Souter. The Souter booth. There's a guy there. He was playing all this cool music on his iPad and stuff. And so I was like, that's a cool idea. I want to do that too. So I have my own smaller, cheaper version of that here. So this is a free app. It's simply called Sheet Music, and the icon is blue with the treble clef on it. And so that is the app name that I'm using here. It's free because I didn't really feel like investing money in an app that I didn't know a whole lot about. And for a free app and a cheap tablet, it's a pretty good pairing. It's actually a decent app. I downloaded some, I think I downloaded like 5 or 6 songs, and it allows you the app will find them. You can tell it what folder to look for the files on the tablet, and then it will put them all here in this one category that just says files on your device. I should really rename them because they all have really weird titles. IMSLP 83810-P, blah, blah. I should really rename them and make them more logical. But basically, you have this. And you can pull this up and you can have sheet music on your tablet. There's also an auto scroll feature, which I'll get to in a minute. I had that turned off at the moment because I was messing around with it. But as you can see, it's really big. I think it might be a little bit bigger than normal sheet music too, which is nice when you have it in landscape mode. If you have it in portrait mode, like vertical, it's really tiny, but you can also see a lot more at once. Hopefully you can see that. You can see a lot more of it at once. But if you have it in landscape mode, I like that more because it's really big. And also it limits you to only like 2 lines. If you're learning a new piece, I have a tendency to like try to play like the whole first page of the song and then go, oh, I don't know any of it, and just do that whole thing over and over again. So having just 2 lines up at a time will really help me learn these pieces faster and just limit myself and help me focus on the first 2 lines. When I get those good, move on to the next 2 lines. I think that's one thing I really like about this. And it works pretty well, and it's nice and big and easy to read, and there's a couple of other cool features here. Let me go back and demonstrate those for you. In the settings, you can invert the colors. There's also a dark theme, which I know a lot of people love the dark themes on these apps. I was using it a while back, and it's pretty cool. You can also invert the colors on the sheet music, which is pretty wacky. I'll show you that in a bit. But you have this continuous scrolling controls, and you can tap on the screen to move it down a little bit, and you also have a auto scroll speeds. Let me go back here and let's try Beethoven. Let's look at Beethoven here and try the auto scroll thing. So basically, you hit this little play button, it will auto scroll the music, and well, you wouldn't want to use even this whole setup for a performance. You'd really, if you're going to perform it for a concert, even if you're going to be performing it for like friends at your home, you should probably have it memorized, because sometimes the auto scroll speed will not be matching what you're doing. You can change it, but sometimes it'll speed up and slow down. You'll speed up and slow down from the app, so it'll get out of sync. And if you don't have it memorized, that'll be a problem. So for a performance, this probably wouldn't be great, but for practicing, I think it works pretty dang well. And so I honestly really enjoy it. So you have the auto scroll speed. I'm going to slow down a little bit here. We can just play a little bit and just see how it works. It's too fast. Let me slow that down a bit. There we go. I think it's still too fast. But you can slow down the auto scroll speed here, just like this. I wish these buttons were a little bit bigger so that you wouldn't accidentally tap on the screen and have it jump down. That, I think, is about the right speed. And so as you can see, it's just going to auto scroll and just keep going, which is kind of convenient. Like I said, sometimes it can work against you if you end up playing a little bit faster as your speed changes, then you'll be running off of the sheet music, or it won't be catching up. This might be a little bit too slow, actually. But as you can see, it works pretty well. I'm right about here in the sheet music, and it's keeping up fine. So that is just a quick little demonstration there of the app. This is the whole 3 movements of Moonlight Sonata, and as you can see, it's pretty responsive. It goes all the way down to the bottom and the top of the page very quickly, which is great. So if you're just like, oh, I want to practice on the last line of the 3rd movement, you're there. It's pretty great. And there's no page turning. You just reach up and just, just move it a little bit like that. You can also tap on the bottom of the screen to have it move down the sheet music. Now, a couple of improvements that I would like to see. Again, it is a free app, so I'm probably nitpicking here a bit, but I do wish that you could go up as well as down. So if you tapped on the bottom of the screen, it would jump down like that, and if you tapped on the top, it would jump up. That would be a really nice feature, but unfortunately, it doesn't do that. Also, when you're in autoplay scrolling mode, let me increase the speed a bit to just make it really obvious. When you're in auto scroll and you tap on the screen, oh, it doesn't stop scrolling. Earlier when I tapped on the screen, it was, yeah, see, now I tap on the screen and it stopped scrolling. Huh. Yeah, see, that time I tapped on the screen again to have it jump down and it stopped scrolling. So that's kind of funny. Weird. Sometimes, yeah, that time it stopped. So sometimes when you tap on the screen, when you're in auto scroll, it stops scrolling, and other times it jumps down like it should. So it's a little bit glitchy there, but I do wish that you could tap on the top of the screen and have it go back up. But other than that, that's really the only gripe I have with this little free program. I am very happy with it. I'm going to be adding more sheet music to it. What's nice is it supports a number of formats in here in the Add Your Own Music file. It says you can open PDF, JPEG, GIF images for some reason, and also PNG files. And so it tells you how to do that, and you can choose where the music is stored. You can also sync it up to your Dropbox account, which is pretty cool. And that's about it. I wanted to show you, before I go here, I wanted to show you the wonderful wackiness that is the inverted colors on the sheet music. It's really funny. Let's try Furley's here. It looks really cool, whoops, but also really weird. I've tried using it, and it's really off-putting, but at the same time, it looks kind of cool to me. I think it looks neat, but it's kind of impractical for actually playing because it's really off-putting, but I do like the way it looks. It's really cool. I can't get used to how it looks, and everything's all weird, but it looks cool. So if you really like dark mode and you're used to how that looks, maybe you'd be able to get used to this, but I can't really get around sheet music being inverted in colors like that. But I just want to give you guys a quick little review here of the sheet music app that I'm using, as well as the tablet. Now, if you have any suggestions as to a better tablet I should use, and possibly a better sheet music app, I'm sure there's many out there, let me know. I know I saw one online. I was watching this video of a lady perform a sheet music piece, and she had some kind of a foot controller that was turning the page on her sheet sheet music every time she hit it. And that was awesome. I don't know what sheet music app that would have been. I think she was using an iPad, so it might be an iOS only app. But if you guys know what app that might have been, let me know. That would be really cool. And if you just have any better suggestions on ways to improve this, let me know. I will be adding more sheet music to this. But I just thought it was a really great idea to have this because I can get sheet music anytime, anywhere. Not all sheet music, because not all of it's available for free online. But if I wanted to pay a bit of money, I could pretty much get any sheet music anywhere. I can just pull into a McDonald's parking lot and just sit in the car and use their Wi-Fi. Is that okay? I've done that a few times now, but it's a really great way. You can just go online and get sheet music, and it's always there. You don't have to carry around a stack of sheet music. You just have the single tablet. And this here is all of the No CNs by Eric Satie, and I've only learned the first one, but maybe I'll go learn all the other ones now because I have them here. I've got number 3 and number 4 and 5 and all that. That one looks really cool. So as you can see, it's really big, it's really easy to read, and I like it. I think it's a really great idea. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you have any suggestions for improvements that I can do on it, again, let me know. The tablet was only like $139, and I think the case that came with it, which isn't perfect, it could be a little bit better, but the case was like 15 bucks. So for $15 plus $139, it's really not bad. I'm overall very happy with it. So let me know what you guys thought of this little video. I don't usually do tech reviews at my channel, but maybe I'll start now if I get really cool ideas for apps and tablets to review. And so if you guys have any ideas, again, let me know in the comments of this video. And if you want, you might want to go check out my channel. I've got lots of cool videos of pianos, organs, keyboards, and all kinds of cool musical instruments. I'm not really a tech review guy, but maybe I'll be starting to do that in the future. I will be reviewing some cool new keyboards in the future, which are digital, they are technology. So if you want, you might want to think about subscribing for those videos. Those should be very, very cool. I'll be doing all these cool comparisons and reviews of the top new keyboards on the market today. If you want to go check that out, you might want to go do that. The videos aren't up yet, but they will be soon. So you might want to think about subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.